it going, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? Welcome to episode 8 of the Casually Competitive podcast. We have a small-ish roster to talk about today, so hopefully this is a quick episode, but knowing this lot, it probably won't be.
Oh, fuck you.
Speaking of which, I am joined today, as always, by my brother, Brendan. Heart of a hero. Straight forgot your name. Straight forgot it.
Damn, your own brother.
Do you like that?
The dude 428, aka Randy.
I remember that one.
Because he's gonna yell at me if I don't.
You did hear the pause. The dude, like his brain was working it out.
And Soul Reaper 6902, aka Dave, because he has the same texting on all of his things. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so let's go kind of in reverse order, I guess, or at least I'm going to pick away from this order, just because we kind of alluded to it a little bit in the pre-game isn't the right word. It doesn't matter, we're rocking with it. In the newest teaser trailer for the new map, which you are all currently enjoying, and hopefully we are as well, it seems awesome, they teased the hood. Or at the very least, like a piece of cloth that was kind of like mangled and stuff. Originally, a lot of people were thinking, oh, it could be like Doctor Strange's like Cloak of Levitation. But two things. Number one, it just looks like an old tattered hood and not really like, you know, a mystical item. And two, honestly, I'm taking this from someone from Twitter who basically said, oh, that's like the hood. Randy, tell us about the hood.
So you know how Marvel and DC love to play off each other? DC has Swamp Thing, Marvel has Man Thing. So we all know DC's Red Hood. It's
Jason
right?
Todd.
It's Jason, yeah.
The Hood is basically that. He even looks like him. He's a marksman. Literally his listed abilities are criminal mastermind, marksmanship, skilled in hand-to-hand combat. It ticks all the boxes, even for when Jason goes rogue and does his own thing, killing people and whatnot. This other one though, it does list, which is kind of interesting, mysticism and occult knowledge. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he has mystical powers. There's a little twist to the Red Hood, but yeah, the Hood is basically take away Deadpool's powers, and that's the Hood. Yeah, he's skilled in hand-to-hand combat just like Deadpool. He's a mercenary.
Okay, cool. Brendan!
All right, so this is what's funny is that this is one of those few situations where I can't really use the line.
Was he not in Marvel Future Fight?
So
we're referencing Future Fight?
All right, fine. Now I have to fucking say it. Marvel Future Fight reference number 572.
Yay!
So he's in Future Fight, but he was in Future Fight for the fact that he's the main antagonist for Ironheart. Spoilers for all two of you who haven't seen Ironheart at this point. So the version that they use in Future Fight is the version from Ironheart. Like, that's his base kit. So they didn't use the comic book iteration of the character. And even without that, if I'm being completely honest, because the show came out on a downtime for me with Future Fight, outside of the Ironheart show, I don't know anything about this dude. Like, at all. I don't know anything about him whatsoever outside of Ironheart.
But we rely on you to give us random Marvel Future Fight lore. If you can't give us that, what good are you?
Well, usually I do, but we just so happen to pick a character where, like, his lore is kind of obscure anyway.
Well, you guys might find this interesting. He does one of his, he did a brief stint where he did hang around with the Thunderbolts.
I can believe that.
His real name is Parker Robbins, and apparently at one point he was a Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I'm on Google right now, and I'm kind of looking up a bunch of different things. It's a Ghost Rider Final Vengeance or whatever. Actually has him on the cover, which looks pretty sick. Obviously, you guys are all seeing up on screen in the background of, or in the foreground of the Twitch stream that I did. Side note, still streaming on Twitch. Definitely check it out. Link in the doobly-doo. But yeah.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smash the subscribe button, like, comment, all that fun.
Hit the comments.
Fun stuff.
It also makes a little bit of sense that most of us really haven't heard of him. His first appearance was 2002. He's fairly new.
Oh, jeez. He is a baby. What the fuck?
Yeah, the Hood is very, very obscure. Like, I don't I know I say certain heroes are obscure all the time, but the Hood is like really obscure, especially because outside of Ironheart, it's not like White Fox where she got brought back up and brought into somewhat relevance. Outside of Ironheart, like no one cares. Genuinely, no one cares.
He's that kind of deep cut that like you throw around just to sound like you're really well read, or like when I'm talking with other music buffs and I throw out, like UFO or Uriah Heep or like other obscure bands, and you're like, oh, wow, oh, you've heard of them? Like, yeah, of course I've heard of them.
One thing I do want to mention for the most part is that this isn't actually confirmed. We see this Hood floating in a case, and people just jump to speculation, as we typically do. So it isn't confirmed that the Hood's coming or anything like that sense or whatever. It could just be a hidden Easter egg. At the same time though, like, the devs have mentioned, hey, we're trying to bring a bunch of obscure characters into this. But the Hood would definitely be a really interesting character to add, if nothing else, because he is so obscure. If nothing else, Dave, he does look like he might be a DPS. Because he's got every picture I'm seeing, he's got twin pistols. So,
I'm excited.
He's definitely gonna be up there with like Fightpool and Punisher. Like he's just plug and play, go shoot some shit.
So I know in Ironheart they gave him like actual powers, like the cloak itself, like the Hood itself gives him powers. So I don't know what part of his mythos they're pulling from.
Like Dr. Fate, he's got to wear the helmet to have the powers.
Yes, like when he's wearing the Hood, like because he got in the show, he got the Hood from Mephisto. Like spoiler, he directly got the Hood from Mephisto. So I don't know. So like I said, I don't know which part of his story they're gonna pull from, or what power bracket they're gonna pull from. But
could be fun.
Could be fun.
Could be fun. That being said, though, let's talk about season 7 as a whole. How are we feeling? Because this is 2 weeks in.
Yeah, about there.
Just about. I personally am loving it. Honestly, I'm loving the factor that, like, we don't see ults being spammed anymore. So when people actually get them and they use them, it's a surprise. It's kind of like, oh, let's turn this fight or whatever. Let's do this or whatever. Like, I see a lot more people comboing ults a lot more efficiently because it's like, hey, we can combo this thing and that. Like, what was it? Brendan, like you and me were like, you rocked, you were running Groot or whatever. Like, cool. Like, a Groot Jeff ult. Like, like that's a combo that I haven't used since like season 0. Because no one uses it anymore. Like, like Doctor Strange Jeff ult or whatever. Like, it's really cool. What did we die to the other day that, like, we were all very angry, but it was still a really cool ult?
It was something in the Blade.
It was either Groot in the Blade or was Doctor Strange in the Blade or like we were all it like
Groot in the Blade.
Yeah, it was Groot. Yeah, Blade. Groot ult and the Blade ult. Like, granted, we all died. We were pissed at the same time. That was sick.
I was like, that's disgusting.
Like battle strategy in my battle strategy game? No.
Yeah, no, it was good.
I wasn't even mad. I was blown away. I was like, yo, did they really just combo us with this anime bullshit? What the fuck?
Like, it was very, very good. What small things I don't like about season 7 is... Alright, so here's the thing. This is my own personal bias, obviously, because I'm a support player and, like, fuck DPSs. But at the same time, they did get hit super, super hard by this because a lot of them relied on their ults. They were taught for the past 6 seasons, hey, yo, just use your ult to kill people and you're good. Like, you're a good player, and now they can't have that, so it's really showing the skill gap between, like, a new player and a player who's been playing forever, and actually knows how to use that character correctly. And because of that, we've had a lot of games where it's just everyone else is pulling their weight except for the DPS.
You mentioned this many times, and it's it's a great phrase. If you're nothing without the team up, you don't deserve the team up. I think that also translates to if you can't be effective
without your ultimate, then
you got some training to do, or learn a different guy, or like.
But that
take a long, hard look in the mirror.
But I was saying, like, if you can't get kills without your ult, then you're still shit. I was saying that when they had the ult every couple of seconds. Now the proof is in the pudding, and actually experiencing, hey, they can't get any kills, it's actually a lot harder because it's just like, great, nothing's dying, I'm healing and doing my job, Brendan's tanking and doing his job, and Dave can only kill but so many things by himself. Like, we need you to step it up, bud. And it also brings a downside of, like, when they're being shit, they then go triple support, which then hurts everything else in the long run.
For the most part, I feel the same way. Genuinely, I'm happy about the fact that they toned down the ult charge on everything. I will comment on the fact that certain characters, it feels like they really didn't get hit at all just because of how their kit works. Like, every character was tuned. Some of them weren't tuned specifically enough. Squirrel Girl and Moon Knight still get their ult way too goddamn fast. And it's even worse now in an era where everyone else is getting their ult slower, and it shows.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Earlier this morning, I had a game where I was playing as Moon Knight. I don't play Moon Knight. I popped my ult at least 4 times. There's no reason why they should just be able to just exist and do that. You either need to nerf the ult charge for these characters individually, or a speculation that a lot of characters saying is that a damage reconstruction needs to happen across the board for the entire game. But outside of that, I've been enjoying myself. I love White Fox. She's so fucking fun. Slowly making her way to be my secondary healer of choice. It's genuinely enjoyable playing her.
Yeah, White Fox is really fun.
Earlier, me and Dave, he was Blade and I was White Fox. We were just cleaning house.
Yeah, we were.
Just running through people.
I do like fighting against White Fox, honestly, because I think actually it was this morning because we were playing with. I was playing Jeff, and I 1v1 the White Fox like twice. I won. It was a close fight. I admit to that. But I do like fighting against her. She does feel like she feels nice to fight against comparatively to like a Gambit. Like Gambit's just gonna be like, hey, I just kill you. Luna, like, I freeze you and I just kill you. White Fox is very much like, hey, this is gonna be a close, scrapped out fight. Like, if you mess up even a little bit, I'm gonna kill you. Like, but at the same time, if I mess up,
it's tough, but that makes it fun to win.
Exactly. Yes. No. I definitely like fighting against her. Dave, how are the blade changes? I know you've been playing him a little bit off and on, but you've also been playing a lot more Spider-Man.
Ask Brendan, man. I got MVP like 6 times in a row with Blade.
Yeah, that's crazy.
These blade changes, they were so, and it's one of those things where it makes Blade feel stronger, and sometimes because you're not used to getting steamrolled by a specific character, that little note in your brain is like, is this broken? And it's like, no, he's just actually stronger now. He's stronger. You gotta think a little harder now. He can steamroll you, but he's not OP. He can still get blown up. He can still get killed like he always could. Now he's just going to be way harder to kill. Earlier, I've been switching to Blade for a few games, and I've been doing what I need to do. Like, the triple support thing, I'll be completely honest. As much as people are mad about the triple support, depending on your team composition, like usually before where we had to do the whole Blade into Venom into Gambit combo just to get all that anti-heal, Blade alone is enough now. We don't really need all that anymore.
Yeah.
Blade alone is enough now.
Thoughts on any of the other characters aside from just Blade? I was playing a fuck ton more Magneto. I do like the bubble change. It's just being able to bubble myself is fucking great. I do agree with you, Brendan. Not being able to bubble your teammate as frequently is annoying, but I've gotten used to it for the most part.
I've gotten used to it. I've fully gotten used to it. I still fucking hate it. I genuinely hate it. Especially in a world where now that, all right, so we're all used to the 3DP. We're all used to the 132. We're used to that being the new standard. Like, let's be realistic. That's the consistent new standard. Magneto is one of the best tanks in the game for tanking by yourself, which is fine. You gave me a tool in order for me to protect my allies while I am the only tank, which is fine. We even have statistics showing how often the 132 format is being used. If you know all this and have all this data, why the fuck would you make it harder for me to protect my team as the only fucking tank? When he's the only tank that can do that, mind you.
Yeah.
The only one who has a shield that he can throw on his allies like that.
Yeah.
So why would you then lower that? When in reality, genuinely speaking, him having, in a scenario where Scarlet Witch is popping your ult, and you get a team wipe, you have enough time to bubble yourself or bubble your ally anywhere. And even in a bizarre scenario where you could bubble your ally and yourself, you're still not surviving the other 5 assholes running at you after the team wipe.
Yeah. Changing topic slightly. Tell me about Captain America. How are we liking the quote unquote nerf buff?
Alteration. Alteration is the best word that I can use for it. It basically, so the animation cancel is gone. The animation cancel is completely gone. And part of the reason why it's gone is because they basically, I've been watching a bunch of random videos about the Captain America changes since it happened to try and get a full grasp on it. It basically makes it so that any downtime or any misses that would have happened with the old animation cancel no longer exists. So while you're not killing them as fast as you used to, you are now getting every single hit. You are getting every single thing that you invested in. The damage that you threw out is the damage that they're going to get hit with. There'll be times now where y'all will see me running at somebody, and I'll be making sure that every single shield throw hits that one target because now it can. Basically, you have to tap cancel the shield throw as it's coming back to you to make it go a little bit faster. Also, it's great for when you're in the air because enemies beneath you are always going to get hit by it. Guaranteed hits, they're not hitting you, and if your target has 375 and you land every hit, they're dead. It's weird to say that you basically have to slow your brain down now because your trigger finger is so quick to try and tap it quick to get the animation cancel out, and it's actually a bad habit that's gotten me like killed a few times because I gotta remind myself, yo dog, that doesn't exist anymore. You gotta slow down.
We don't do that here.
You're wasting time and energy trying to rapid touch a button that doesn't do anything anymore. Calm the fuck down.
It's like, you're good, my guy. You're good. It's okay. You don't have to do this anymore. You're safe. You're fine.
Basically.
But do we think, in which case, that I guess bringing the skill floor down, do we think that's a bad thing? Brendan, you're always one talking about, like, skill expression, like, hey, you've matched this character, so let me show you what I can actually do. But by bringing the skill level down,
no, I know what you were trying to say, and yes, there is a point. You do get to a point where it's like, all right, you've dumbed down a character so bad that anybody and their mother can pick them up and play them. We kind of missed the mark. We missed the point. We missed the plot somewhere in this.
Yeah.
Like when they buffed Squirrel Girl, I was like, why the hell did you do this?
Yeah, because like it's already an easy character. Now she's even easier, and now you've got like the people who are really good with her are now getting benefits, and people who are just okay with her are now being really good with her. So yeah.
Like it's not like anybody with a brain or some level of game knowledge or game understand. All right, so perfect example. We don't believe this, but Randy on a regular basis says that he's one of the worst people in our lobby, or he says that he plays badly, or says that he's not.
I play like dog shit.
That he plays like dog shit. He says this on a regular basis. We've played game with Sev, who, while his game sense isn't the same level as us, he's competent enough to clearly get in, get out. He knows how fights work. We have Janice, DPS-aholic, loves the hit scan, loves the aiming. That's what she lives for. All three of them have a Lord Squirrel Girl. But no, like, to my point, it's like, Squirrel Girl is just turn your brain off, aim in the general direction. You don't even always gotta aim, right? Just aim in the general direction, and then sometimes you hit things. And when you do, 9 times out of 10, they die.
Yeah.
And this is just all people that Corey, who's not an avid DPS player. She plays Punisher and Fantastic. Occasionally Hella. She picks up Squirrel Girl just to fuck with the enemy Squirrel Girls just to win. This is where we're at now.
The diff goes hard.
When did Squirrel Girl become fucking Exodia? Why are we here?
Because and one thing I always keep saying is like the only way of stopping a Squirrel Girl is with a Squirrel Girl, which is pretty fucked up.
No, blade.
I can't have. I'm not gonna use my blade to go in and specifically take out the fucking Squirrel Girl. Like I need.
I do it anyway.
Yeah, I know. If you've got time, but like your priority isn't always the squirrel
I
girl
always got
first.
time. I always got time for a squirrel girl.
Yeah, I've still got time.
Glade just watch. Yeah, I got time.
You have to put the Mr. Incredible scene where he looks at his watch and says, "Yeah, I got time."
Yeah, I got time.
Exactly what I got.
Moving on to a slightly more intense topic, then we'll lead off with a Gooner topic. Banning all healers in comp. So, as of time of recording for the most parts, there was a support strike going on. And that's in quotation marks, like heavy quotation marks. So I'm just going to put like 5 quotation marks over the word strike. But in ranks, with Season 7 changes, they actually added it this way, as opposed to banning 2 characters per team, you now can ban 3 characters per team. Well, some people at the higher ranks, I think it wasn't even in gold. I think it was actually probably was in gold. Now I think about it, but at the higher ranks, or whatever, they've actually started the habit of banning, like, all of the healers, or at least a good chunk of the healers. And as you can imagine, that's pretty bad. Because, hey, if all of the healers are just gone, then that doesn't leave very much. So, like, what would basically happen is, like, your team, you would basically talk to the enemy team, because obviously you can still have team chat and stuff like that sense. And, like, your team would ban, like, Cloak and Dagger, Gambit, and Invis. The enemy team would ban Luna, Jeff, and Mantis. And that only really leaves Adam and Rocket and Ultron as potential picks for healers. Then you guys would get into game. The healers, the people who are actually playing healers, just be like, hey, what the fuck? You get into game, and then people would actually be like, oh, yo, where's my healing? And like basically just like, it will be a miserable experience for everyone. I don't want to say stop it, get some help, but stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
I was confused too. I'm glad you explained it, because I saw it in the text yesterday about like potential topics, and I'm looking at like ban all heroes. What the fuck? I don't know. It feels like when people bitch about healing, it's the same thing. Like I'll tell Katie when she's thinking that people are like commenting about it. I'm like, no, just if they're being dicks, let them be dicks. It's their own fault.
Yeah, and that's kind of how
where's the healing? I don't know. Where's the bans?
Yeah, and that's kind of like where a lot of the healers are kind of coming from with the whole healing strike. Once again, in quotation marks. The reason I keep putting quotation marks behind it is because the people calling for a healing strike aren't actual healers. They're the people who either flex heal, or they're the people who they're the DPS players saying, "Oh, the healers are on strike because they're not healing us." It's like, no, dick shit. We're not healing you because we can't. And it's like, the reason I'm bringing it up is because, A, it's kind of scummy for you to be doing that to your team, for starters, but also because this could easily stem over to just flickering it from, oh, we're going to target all the healers, to, hey, we're going to target all the tanks. And if they were to ban out 6 tanks, that basically leaves the tank role with, like, a character. This segment is just my continued PSA of, hey, we're all humans, we're all trying to play the game and win. Stop being an asshole. That's it.
I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to say this in the rawest and most purest way possible. Gamers are fucking idiots. And this is the purest level of idiotic, petty, victim mentality I've ever seen in my entire life. First of all, I take this from the viewpoint of 2 places. 1, the viewpoint of a tank main who consistently has to watch DPS and strategists argue with each other on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And B, from somebody who watches or is friends with a lot of strategist players, or pay attention to a lot of Beeman Bandit is one of my favorite content creators as far as Marvel Rivals. You see me drop her videos in the group chat all the time whenever she drops anything. The concept of banning strategists from the mentality of people that are injecting GG no heals into their bloodstream and then leave nothing but people that literally give no heals is idiotic.
Yeah.
Banning Gambit because of his ult, fine. Banning Invis because she's a strong healer, fine. Collaborating with both sides to ban most of the strategist roster to then leave us with healing over time or low healing characters like Ultron or Mantis or Adam that can only do snap healing. Like, I don't know about you, but for the lulz, I'm not banning Invis when I see on my team there's a champion Invis, since apparently we're in a rank to win.
All right, let's talk about the last topic. So I wrote this topic on here kind of as a goof, kind of as a joke, kind of as a, hey, if we've got time, let's talk about it. I'm going to read this out as I wrote it. Are we gooning too hard? So recently, this is going to be such a weird segue. It's fine. So recently, the what is it? The disco events part 2 dropped.
Once again, Star-Lord has a pretty sick skin, but it just seems so similar to the last couple of dancing Star-Lord skins.
True.
Star-Lord, they stay hitting Star-Lord with these sick dances. I don't care. The Cotton Eye Joe and the Smooth Criminal lead.
Star-Lord has the most dances for a single character, by the way. Because I have all 4.
He has 4.
I have all 4 of them. I'm just
4.
like, I went to go put on the 4. I went to go put it on. I was like, oh shit, you've got like a ton of dance modes. What the fuck?
He has 4 of them because 2 of them came in a battle pass. He got the one from the Guardians of the Galaxy skin, and then he just got this new one with the flight mode.
Mm-hmm.
Shit is crazy. And obviously the magic scan, which I'm going to throw up on screen. But what's interesting, and the thing that caught at least Corey's attention, which then caught our entire Discord's attention, Namor. His new skin looks sick, don't get me wrong.
Yeah. A pimp named Namor.
A pimp named Namor. But if you turn him slightly sideways, his Kraken is so large for no apparent reason. Let's go. We know the reason. But as well as, like, you know, the new magic skin, which, yes, I definitely bought because that's... Don't talk to me. As well,
Character.
I have played the character. Dave was there. He knows.
He does.
Right.
He does. Play, he created a whole account just to learn magic.
Honestly.
Right. Now, what is she at?
I think she's like level 6, level 7.
Level 6? Boy, if you don't get her to captain, you're not putting that skin on. You remember when I was playing Mantis and I started playing Mantis? She's a captain now. And that's when I bought her a fucking skin. Stop spending money on characters you don't play.
And it's magic. She's got such clean skins. It's not my fault.
I don't give a fuck. Learn to play her.
I think I would get.
I will
be the only
say-
one to gets a pass for buying the Amazing Bagman skin because it's the greatest Spider-Man skin of all time, and I don't play Spider-Man.
I will say when Aaron was playing Magic with me and I was playing Blade, he was holding his own.
Yeah, I was keeping pace and everything. It was great.
Oh, that's
Well,
fantastic. Now get up to level 10.
Brendan's point isn't that you are or not good with magic. It's that you don't play magic. It's the frequency of using magic.
Know.
Sir, when I
know.
started playing Bucky, I didn't buy him a skin until I got him to captain. The only reason he got one sooner was because the holiday event just so happened to come around, and I wanted to get Magneto's. That's the only reason Bucky fucking.
Slightly back on the Gooner topic, though. It's even, like I said, it's a stupid question, but like, are the devs going too hard in the Gooner paints, or do we think this is fine because Ayo, they're just trying to sell skins? Back off.
I do think they could dial it down like 2 notches, like from 10 down to 8.
What with the frequency of release, or just the content itself?
Oh, I'm talking about the gooning factor.
Ah, okay. It's like 1 or 2 more layers, or even just like 1 or 2 more, like, you know, maybe that skirt does not need to be as that short. Like, you know, maybe like, you know, drop it down like, you know, a little bit more.
I'm just gonna say what we've been saying every time one of our friends comments on the skin looking a particular way. Welcome to comics. This is not something that can be fixed, because this is something that has been ingrained into the comic hemisphere since the dawn of time. Why is Sue Storm wearing a skin-tight outfit with a fat ass? Because that's how they fucking drew her since the fucking 80s. We can't escape it. Why does Storm have a fucking dump truck? Because that's how Storm's been drawn since the dawn of time. The only ones where I'm like questioning it a bit, like even Emma, even with Emma not looking how she normally looks in her comic counterpart, we're not gonna sit here and act like comic book Emma Frost was the queen of modesty.
It's actually pretty hilarious because like everyone else is getting Gooner skins, and like I don't want to say like going against what they normally would wear in comics, but like Emma's doing the opposite. She's actually putting on more clothes than she would normally be wearing. Like, it's actually a complaint that a lot of people are having. They're just like, can Emma get a proper fucking Gooner skin, please? Because comic books, like, here's an entire roster of Emma Frost skins she could be wearing. Like, please, something, please. But no, we're just gonna give, like, Luna Snow another skin, which I can't even harp. It's a good skin. I can't even say it's a bad skin. I do like her street clothes skin. It's very, very good. The dancing was also really good.
If anything, at this rate, the only complaint that my bisexual ass is, where's the Gooner skins for the guys? I need a little more.
Well, that's
playing too much.
And that's
Shut up.
That's
We'll talk about this.
He's playing too much.
I was going to add to this that, like, with some of the skins that just look flat out silly, Brendan, hate me if you want, Captain America's football skin just looks downright goofy.
I don't like that they gave him, like, the girls' version of the jersey, and I don't care for that. I would have liked him as an actual jersey.
To be fair, sometimes when you're playing football, you wear, like, an underlayer that's similar to that, but not the main jersey. So I think that's what they were pulling from. My only complaint for it is the fact that I don't care how you're trying to rationalize the fact that this man has a shield on a fucking campus. How did you turn a vibranium shield into a giant football and make it make sense? No, that looks fucking stupid. I don't care. I think the skin is fun. The football shield that's 30 times bigger than a regulation football is dumb as hell. You'll never convince me otherwise.
Could you imagine if he threw it like a football too?
Could you imagine someone trying to catch a throw from a super soldier with a football that size from the end zone? You're cooked.
But with that notes, we're going to go and end the episode. Thank you so much for actually watching. Let us know down in the comments what your thoughts and comments are going to be about Season 7. Are you enjoying it so far? Are you not enjoying it? And why? But until next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Later.
Bye.